grab a template and a fabric that matches. This is the square-headed doll. Now I'm going to draw a face for my doll. After, the kids can keep this as a memento of their service with us. For the eyes, I'll use scrap fabric. For the mouth, I'll sew it. And for the heart, I'll use a button. Your doll comes with a pre-threaded needle. We're first going to sew on our accessories, but we want to make sure that we don't see any of the marker on this side. So we're going to flip it over and start with the clean side. So this is going to be a simple running stitch, and we're going to start from behind. Pull it through, and then back down through the fabric. Now you don't have to use scrap fabric for the mouth. You can use your needle and make a running stitch. And these stitches will be a little bit bigger. Finally, we'll sew the button on. And now we're going to tie it off. So I'll cut the thread. It's best to make 2 knots to make sure that it's really secure. At this point, you might be running low on thread, so you'll have to rethread your needle. You'll grab your thread that looks like this, stretch it to your full wingspan, and then cut it. You'll notice this is a very thick piece of thread, so you'll want to separate it. You'll want to hold it about 1 inch down and pull out just 1 thread very slowly. You will have 2 options to thread your needle. The first option, you can use a threader. You're going to take the threader and put it through the eye of the needle. Then you will take your thread, put it through the threader opening, pulling it slowly, and then pull it back through. Option 2, you can just thread the needle. Pull the strands so that they are even, and then knot them together. Now it's time to sew both pieces together. Make sure that the marker side is on the inside. When you start, you want to start with the needle on one side of the doll. You don't want the knot to show on the outside. Now, this stitch that we're going to use is a little bit different than the running stitch. This is called the whip stitch. What you need to do is you need to go over the fabric, coming up from the bottom. Remember, keep it tight and keep your stitches close together. We will stitch all the way around, leaving the top open. When you have about 3 inches left with this needle, you'll want to rethread. So you'll go through just one side of your doll, and then tie it off. Now it's time to stuff your monster with love. To make it easier, you can use a marker to stuff it down in the legs. The final whip stitch is the most difficult, so while you've been helping your kids throughout the entire process, this one is the most critical. All done. All that's left is now we just tie it off.